Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am back with The Warning. It's been a little while. The song is Narcisista. Narcissism, perhaps? Live from Pepsi Center. I brought up the lyrics, so I'm going to have a look at the lyrics a little bit later after, because I often have trouble picking up the lyrics on a first listen. This is the first listen I've had to this song, but I have done others reactions to The Warning, and I have a playlist, so I'll put a link in the description to my playlist for them. You can go check out all the reactions I've done so far. Amazing band. Sisters are incredible rockers. So very eager to get into this one. Before we do, if you don't mind subscribing to this channel, it's really helpful. I appreciate everybody who has subscribed and shared videos, liked videos, sent comments and information. I read all of the comments you send. I answer as many as I possibly can. Sometimes it's just a happy face, but know that I am reading everything you send in, and it's valued, and not just by me, but by other viewers as well. Also check in the description for a link to the Warnings channel, so you can go there and subscribe and like and comment and check everything else that they have on their channel to support the artist. Definitely want to do that. Also in the description, there's a way to bump up your request. You can get it a lot quicker. I don't mind adding to the regular list. This one is not a viewer request. This just popped up on my feed, and I thought it might be interesting to do. But the regular list is very long, so it takes a long time to get to. If you want it quicker, check in the description. It's very easy. You can use PayPal donation or the Ko-fi link or the Buy Me a Coffee link. Let me know what you want me to react to, and you'll get yours a lot quicker. Just a small donation. That's all it takes. All right. Clicking on all the notifications can help too, so videos are blocked. Hopefully this one won't be, but I have had some that have been blocked for up to a month. Once they're released, they don't come into people's feeds. So there you go. All right. Let's have a listen to The Warning and Narcisista. There we go. Anticipation. Yes.
Ok, Ciudad de México. ¿Están listos para cantar? Los quiero escuchar, ¿ok?
Okay.
Esto es Narcisista.
Paulina going mad on the drums.
Dicen que hay que rezar por mí. Tan preocupados, pero no veo que estén rezando tanto. No es para tanto. Dejen ya sus vicios, aléjense de mí, por favor. Critíquenme un poco más. Me encuentro en
It looks like Paulina's going to do, I'll back up, don't worry. It's probably be the only time I stop till the end. Looks like Paulina's going to do the main vocals here, and she did in another a reaction that I did. I can't remember now because it's been a long time ago the name of the song, but I was very, it was a very early one that I did, and I might have even been the first one, and I was really impressed that because drumming and singing, vocalizing at the same time, it's got to be tough to do for sure. And she did an incredible job. She's doing a great job here too. And of course, Daniela and Alejandra are also incredible.
hay que rezar por mí. Tan preocupados, pero no veo que estén rezando tanto. No es para tanto. Dejen ya sus vicios, aléjense de mí, por favor.
Crowd is well into it.
Critíquenme un
super guitar work.
lo que más dicen.
Mhm.
Déjeme reírme un poco más, porque tú no sabes nada. Corres la voz y no te calles, me tapo los oídos y simplemente digo. Déjeme negar la lista, no soy loca ni malinchista. Dicen que
Nice.
soy egoísta.
Crowd participation. Mhm.
Ya no sé qué hacer, no le veo el punto a aprender. No intento más, porque yo ya sé. Detrás de las cortinas ellos siguen hablando. Buenas intenciones siempre salen sobrando. No creas que me engañas con este disfraz. Porque tú no sabes nada. Corres la voz y no te callas. Me tapo los oídos y simplemente digo. Déjeme negar la lista, no soy loca ni malinchista. Dicen que soy egoísta, condenada narcisista.
Awesome drumming. Mm. Yeah, the guitar and bass work too, of course.
Volveré a negar la lista, no soy loca ni malinchista. Dicen que soy egoísta, condenada narcisista.
Wow. Yeah.
Muchas
There's
gracias.
the three sisters. Yes, full disclosure, I pulled up the English lyrics to get them ready. Well, I'll just leave it there. I know it's kind of hard to see everyone, but at least it's a picture of the stage. Um, yeah, I pulled up the English lyrics so that I could go over them afterwards because I knew I wouldn't understand. I have difficulty understanding lyrics on a first listen when the lyrics are in English, let alone in Spanish, and my Spanish is terrible. I did some courses back in the 19 late 70s or 80s maybe, early 80s, and then I did have I worked with a couple of people who spoke Spanish, so I practiced a little bit, not a little bit, when I went to France because I was right on the border, and so uh, most of the people spoke French. Some of them spoke Basque, which I have no knowledge of really, and Spanish because we were on the border. So if my French didn't hold out, which it certainly wouldn't now, but it did pretty well back then, sometimes we could flip between. I remember one lady I was staying in a home with friends, and she spoke all three languages, but so we would be out gardening or taking care of, they had some animals and things, and we'd speak in French mostly, but every once in a while we'd switch into a few words of Spanish here and there, or a couple words of English, and we 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 work out our conversation somehow using various languages. But anyways, long story, even longer. That's why I pulled up the English lyrics, and I even cheated and looked up one of the words because I didn't know. But I didn't go through all the lyrics, but I got the gist of it, and I think it's basically criticizing the critics or telling people to back off criticizing. And I think it was maybe people criticizing them and their career. I'm not sure, but we'll have a closer look at the lyrics, and maybe I'll have something more intelligible to say. And then again, maybe not. It's Ron, so you never know. If you're not sticking around for the lyrics, don't forget to like the video if you did, and subscribe here, and go and subscribe to the warnings channel. But I hope you'll stick around for the lyrics. All right, let's go. Here we are, Narcisista by the Warning. They say they have to pray for me, so worried, but I do not see that they are praying so much. It's not for much. Quit your judging already. Stay away from me, please. Okay, so like I say, I think this was just as a quick look at the lyrics, criticizing the critics, stop judging me already. Criticize me a little more. I find myself entertained to hear everything you say. All your bad mouthing, let me laugh a little more. So yeah, sometimes you can laugh at the criticisms. I think a lot of people say they do, but I think uh, often it gets to you anyway. If it goes on and on and on and it just keeps coming, especially the vile criticisms that are out there today, sometimes it gets to you, drip, drip, drip. Even if you try to laugh it off, I think it does get to you. Um, and if you're just laughing it off, you wouldn't have to say quit your judging because, who cares? So I think it does bother people. Everything you say, all your bad mouthing, let me laugh a little more. Now, sometimes it's so crazy, the bad mouthing, the criticism, it's so remote to you that it's just hilarious. It's just funny. So I do get that. I had somebody criticize me, not for my reaction videos, but for my real job. One of my courses, one of my online courses, which thousands of people have taken and loved, or at least liked. And this one person, just one out of all these people, and it's been up for what, 10 years or something. Um, I don't know what got under his skin, but he called me every name in the book. Some of them didn't make sense because they contradicted one another. I couldn't be both of those things at the same time. I won't go into too much detail, but it was kind of hilarious. I even printed it off and I've read it to a couple of people because I think it's so funny. And when people know me, they know, you're none of those things, and some of them don't even make sense together. But I didn't laugh at him. I tried to explain to him that he misinterpreted and tried to calm things down. But he did calm a little, but he was still not having any of it. He still thought that I was all this horrible whatever. So I said, you can get your money back. You do know you can get your money back. It was one of my Udemy courses, and Udemy will give you your money back if, in a certain period of time. So just get your money back. Anyway, he finally did. Because you don't know anything, you run your mouth and don't shut up. I cover my ears and I simply say, nah, 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 nah. So, like, the kids that cover their ears, they're not going to listen to you because you're telling them to go to bed or eat their broccoli or whatever. um, yes, a constructive criticism can be helpful and good, even, although it's sometimes hard to take too. None of us love being criticized, but nasty, vile, horrible criticism, just mean criticism, these people don't know anything. A lot of the critics don't know anything. You've probably had the experience of seeing a bad review on a movie or a show or something, then you watch it and you think, wow, it's really good. Or you've already watched it, you really enjoyed it, and then found out that it got a really bad review. Yeah, maybe the reviewer didn't know anything. And besides, we all enjoy different things. Uh, Let me refute the list. I'm not crazy or a malinchista. This is the word I looked up because I didn't know what it was. Um, when I pull up the lyrics, I sometimes have to go through and get rid of certain ads and things, depending on where I found them. And so I saw that and I thought, what's that? Anyway, I checked, and it's somebody who's sort of bought in or loves another culture and rejects their own culture. They're saying, I'm not crazy or a malinchista. So just because you enjoy another culture's music or fashion or style or movies or whatever doesn't necessarily mean that you're rejecting your own. I don't have a problem with people broadening their horizons and being worldly. You can adopt and have cultures and fashion and music from everywhere. Why not? Uh, I, Cultural appropriation, I think they call it. I sometimes have an issue with that because there is some that definitely is just wrong, but there is some that I think, is it really? Um, or is it just adopting other things and appreciating them and promoting that? There's nothing, I don't have a problem with that. Anyway, uh, let, re, let me refute the list. I'm not crazy or a malinchista. They say I am selfish, condemned narcissist. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't see the point of pretending. I'm not trying anymore because I already know. You're not a narcissist because you're out there performing and promoting yourself. That's business. That's that behind the curtains they keep talking. Their good intentions always come out lacking. Don't believe that you're fooling me with that disguise. Yeah, sometimes people do it in a sneaky way, so they're smiling to your face, but they're talking behind your back. That's probably the worst, isn't it? Uh, yeah, whatever. Just let them go. Because you don't know anything, you run your mouth and don't shut up. I cover my ears and I simply say, no, 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 no. Uh, okay, they say I'm selfish, condemned narcissist. I don't know who would be condemning you other than other people because there's no one else to condemn you. Um, I'll refute the list again. Yeah, that's the same. And I think that's the end of the lyrics. Yeah, excellent. So, exactly. Look, a critic or a person who gives you some form of criticism, but meant in a constructive way and delivered in a nice way, that can be really helpful. That can be good. And I have people who sometimes give me points, and sometimes I can fix what they're saying, sometimes I can't. Sometimes even really young people say, wouldn't it be better if? It's like, yeah, maybe it would. Sometimes, no, it wouldn't, but sometimes maybe it would. And then I try to adjust, I try to change. Not necessarily me, although sometimes it's me, sometimes it's just, the way things are being delivered or a particular text or whatever. And that's good. But there is an awful lot, especially in social media and out in the public, that is just nasty and vile. You can post something very innocent online, and I don't know why people have to be so nasty and vile and disgusting, but they are. That's the way it is. So I avoid most social media now, apart from YouTube where I'm posting videos. But even there, I don't watch as much as I post. But I do watch a few things that I know, good videos. But there's just so much nastiness and people in their boxes and they can't break out and they can't listen and I don't know. We need to do some work on building and teaching people's reasoning skills and rationality and evidence-based truth. There's not alternative truths. There's things we like and things we don't like, but there's not alternative facts. Anyway, now I'm rambling. Narcissista by the Warning. Really, really good. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Hit that like button. Check in the description for a link to the Warnings channel so you can go there and subscribe and like and check out all the things on their channel and support the artist. Definitely want to support these sisters. They're amazing. If you haven't subscribed here, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. Just push that little button. Doesn't hurt at all. Um, whether I'm a narcissist or not, I don't know. I think we're all a little bit narcissistic, aren't we? I think if you aren't, then you're not living your life. You have to be a little bit not narcissistic really, but you got to do things for yourself because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. That's just the truth. But then there's a point at which you cross that line, and that's not good. So you shouldn't be thinking only of yourself all the time. Anyway, keep listening, keep having fun. It is Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Bye bye for now.